Hey, what is up YouTube? This is Jaff Comics back again with another product opening. This time we have the latest set in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, Doom of Dimensions. So we got two boxes today. Let's crack into the first one and see what we get. So this is a pretty cool set that they're expanding upon the previous set archetypes that have been released, such as K9, Yummy, Draco Tail, D is back, Tri-Brigade. I think there's Black Rose cards and a new archetype called Doom Z, along with the mystical Space Typhoon card. So it's definitely a very interesting set. I wouldn't say like it's a major shift in the meta in terms of what's coming out, but definitely a couple things to supplement some of the strategies that are already existing. So let's go ahead and get started. So we got DD Defense Soldier, Megalith Analyst. We have Hunting Scout of the Deep Forest. Interesting. I wonder what that goes to. We got RB Next Phase. Oh, and our first holo is Draco Awakening. That's right, we also got Draco cards back. It's been quite some time since we've seen any of the Draco Slayers or the True Kings. So definitely a nice card there. Twilight Rose Black Knight. DDD First King Clovis. And another Deep Forest. Oh, and one other card. We got Dark Contract of the Different Dimension. Or with the Different Dimension, excuse me. All right. First pack. These packs are a little tough. All right, let's flip it around. Let's see if we can get it this way. There we go. Oh, also Gokis are in this set. That's cool. Goki Sheik Ogre. Goki Dragon Ogre. It's pretty cool art on that one. Infernal Punisher. That's an old school card, and I think that's Water Dragon on there. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Very cool art. A Defense Soldier again. And Horn Brute Carnivorous. It's a dinosaur. Dinosaur tuner on top of that. Cool. Always nice to get some dinosaur cards. The Judge of Ball. Goki Game Face. Lycaris Lily Reaper, and Masama Necromancer. This looks like it should be like a zombie card, but very interesting. All right, moving along. We got another Analyst. Tragic Twin Jewels. That's a mouthful. Radiant Typhoon Mandate. So MST now negates cards. So they finally made that joke legitimate. So you can now say that to some degree. I'm curious what this one does exactly. Yeah, this one negates if you play MST in the chain. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, Triple Head Behemoth. This is kind of a callback to, there's a level 3, I think it's Twin-Headed Behemoth? I think? Doomsy Raiders as our super. Alright. Fusion Draft. Sophachord Happiness. We got Paradox, the True Draco Phoenix Knight. And Archmage Movement Pedigree. So a lot of different archetypes either being revisited or added to this set, which is very cool. So I guess that's the one cool thing about it going on. And like I said, I'm not sure how much that really changes up the meta, but something to look out and definitely test on. So we got Radiant Typhoon Vision. Here we go. Okatomai Kage, which is kind of a play on Kagato Kage, which is pretty cool. We got Radiant Typhoon Manifestation, Doomsea Destruction. Ooh, check that out. We got Marshmallow, or sorry, not Marshmallow, Marsh Moe Yummy, however you say that. Let's take a look at that. Excellent. This is a very good box. We'll put you right over there. Sophicord Sophigi, RB Last Stand, Hunting Horn, and Deep Forest again. Sweet. So that is probably the best secret, I think, at this point that you can pull from one of these boxes. So very nice. We have Sphinx of the Cycle, Ookuki Discount. Ookuki's Discount. I wonder, is that a Novell card? Nope, it just has to do with chains. Okay, interesting. Cursed Copycat Noble Arms, another Noble Arms card. That's cool. We got Karazeb, the Gullet Glutton. To rank 7. I remember a time when we couldn't get rank 7s at all. Chanbar, the Flashy Sports Knight. Really like the art on some of these cards. They're pretty cool. Teho, the Chanter. Archmage, Perpelia Turmoil. Apologize if I'm butchering some of these names. RB Lambda Blade and Lance Soldier. All right, we're starting to see the same comments here, so we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. We still have that other box to tear into. We're about maybe halfway through the first side. Apocalypse, Apocalyptes. Yeah. We got Vision, Dracotail Sting, pretty powerful card for the Dracotail archetype. So decks are definitely going to be playing a copy of this, so you should read up on what that does. We have Glutton, and we have Goki, the Tyrant Ogre. So now Gokis have a fusion. Draco Phoenix Knight, we've seen that one. Last Stand, and Necromancer, and along with Silk Bomb Moth, a new insects. Always happy to see that. Insects really don't get a ton of love these days. They don't really, I guess, haven't been really known for doing too much since like maybe like Insectors. Dragon Ogre, Defense Soldier, Psychic Sorceress, Twin Jewels. Ooh, and a new Ultra. I believe this is also the promo card for the set. Jupiter, the Power Patron of Destruction. Let's see if we get a good look at that. Very nice. Put you right there. Fusion Drafts, Black Knight, Lily Reaper, and Overdrive. Cannot get over the fact that the art on some of these cards are just crazy. Like all the years that they do Yu-Gi-Oh, like they always seem to like, you know, keep up with like definitely like cool art styles and like getting good artists to come up with this. I mean, as I say that, I'm looking at this Yummy card, but it's hilarious. It looks awesome. We have Chic Ogre, Wake Up Machacha. It's a flip card, interesting. Fleeting Flower of the Magician, Mandate, Radiant Typhoon Amada, Lance Soldier, Different Dimension, Happiness, Judge of Ball. Still seeing a couple different comments here and there, but Vision, Destruction, Kage. All right, so a new one, DDD Wise King Solomon. Also, the DDD cards have amazing names. I believe they're all like different like figureheads throughout history, and like conquerors, I think, and like scientists. We have Beast, Horn, Turmoil, and Sophicord again. Some people are speculating DDs become extra relevant. I'm very curious to see what happens. Glutton, next phase, Manifestation, Another Sophoccord Primoa. And a new card. Let's see. Radiant Typhoon Vermilion, the Vibrant Vortex. Let's take a look at that. Cool. Overdrive, King Clovis, Happiness, and Lance Soldier. All right. 2 more packs for the right side. Man, these packs are definitely a little tougher to open than the last set. We have Sting, very nice. Copycat Hero, Behemoth, Punisher, Endymion the Crescent Magistus. So, kind of a crossover between 2 archetypes. Cool. I like that. Chanter, Pedigree. Ooh, a common card. I always like when we get new common cards. It's a level 1 light spellcaster, and it's a tuner. These also have like a very interesting gloss to them. This may not show up on camera very well, but in my eyes, like the printing stock, it seems like a little different. Could be wrong, but so that's a cool card. And Silk Bomb Moth. All right, last card for this side, and then we'll start really burning through the packs because I think we've just about seen everything. We got Count, Ogre, Cycle, Noble Arms, and Goki Machine Surprex. Last Stand, Blade. Ooh, a new card. Megalith, Palach, and Dark Contract with the Zero King. All right. Let's start turning and burning here. Let's see. Ooh, another Draco Awakening. Okay. Very interesting that we got 2 copies of the same Ultra. So still looking for one more secret and at least another Ultra. Perhaps we maybe get a Starlight. That'd be pretty cool. So we got Jaime. I was about to say, this looks like a spirit card, and of course it is a spirit card. Go figure, should read the rest of the card before I open my mouth. Let's clean up our stack here a little bit. Got Ogre, Hero, Punisher. Operation Test for RBs. Cool. Perhaps we'll pull the new Canine card. I think that card is pretty good for the Canine strategy. Oop, all right, we definitely got a secret because it's showing itself. Ooh, all right. Yeah, let's put these down. So we have Bramble Rose Dragon. It's a level 7 synchro. Looks just like Black Rose Dragon. So let's give this a quick read because this is kind of nostalgia. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, inflicts 600 damage to your opponent, and if you do, all monsters your opponent currently controls loses 600 attack. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect, you contribute this card, special summon 1 Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. Ooh. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower plant tuner from your graveyard. Okay, that is pretty nutty. It does take 1 plant tuner and 1 non-tuner monster to make it, but it's not generic like Black Rose, but it floats into Black Rose. So, okay. Sure, why not? Oh, and I also forgot we didn't look at these commons. I think we've seen all those. Jumping ahead of myself. Definitely not a bad box. Doomsy 7/7. Elra. Got, I believe, 6 more packs to go. Yum Yum Yummies. They need to come up with some. I mean, I guess it's different. It's definitely different. But I don't know, losing to cards like Yummy Surprise, Cupsy, you know, Cookie. It's a little deflating playing against the Yummy cards when that happens to you. Ooh, Radiant Typhoon Swin as our Ultra. And actually looks a little damaged in the corner. What the heck is going on there? Huh. It seems to be happening a little more frequently in modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not sure who has taken up production of the cards, but it does seem like it happens a little more frequently that cards are damaged in packs, especially like the OTS packs. So we got Levitine, the Burning Blade. 2 fire monsters make this link. That's very cool. All right, 4 more packs to go. We have another Radiant Typhoon, Megala. I think we've just about seen every common, so that when we crack into the next box, we're just going to skip right to our hollows. Doomsday Break Dectoris for our super. 2 more packs. Do we get it like an error box here and get something extra? Yeah, there's definitely some slight damage on some of these cards. Power Patron Doomsday. I don't know if we've seen that. That sounds familiar. And last pack. What do we have in store? Ooh, we have, I believe this is a new Super Poly target, depending on what's going on in the meta, but Axon Kicker Oracle. Cool. New Psychic card. And I believe it takes a Psychic monster and then 1 Synchro XYZ or Link monster. So, could be relevant within K9. I believe, you know, if they go, well, if they're playing K9 VS, they go Holy Sue and, you know, say they have Ripper on board or something like that. Yeah, so food for thought. So let's do a little cleanup here. Put our supers there, ultras there, and you know what? We'll leave these guys. Let's put them right there. All right. Let's move on to box number 2. Remember, guys, check out. Let's not cover the QC codes. Check out Jaff Comics. Go to their website. All these cards will be posted on there after this video gets posted. Could even be posted beforehand. I'm not sure what the timing of things, but definitely check out their website because these cards do not last fast. They get bought up awfully quickly. So if there's anything here that really sparks your interest, give them a check out. Ooh, here we go. I could have swore this was a secret. Huh. Very cool. Okay. We will take that. So we got Noir, K9 Noir. And we also had Megalith Nothran Perla. And some more commons. We're just going to skip over the commons at this point. I keep saying that, but then I look at the commons because they, you know, new cards. I like to see what I'm looking at. Tri-Brigade Hammer. All right. Tri-Brigade's got some love. I believe they also got a new Link monster. So maybe there's something there to explore. We have Surplex. Ooh, another secret. Draco Tail. I'm gonna butcher this. Firela? Cool. So, well, there we go. There we got all 3 of the new, like, quote unquote, 3 main decks that are floating around right now that people have been trying out. We got the new additional monsters for each of them. It's very cool. Operation Test for Super. So far, not a bad box. Yeah, I wouldn't complain. Another Endymion. Maybe this will be the box that we get a Starlight out of it. Ooh, new Ultra. Black Rose Garden. It's cool after all these years that the Black Rose cards get a little bit more love. I know we had the level 3 ones. I think we had not Bamboo Shoots, that's a different card. We have another Radiant Typhoon card. They were played back when the Adventure engine came out. They were pretty cool. People used them as a small engine because they floated into each other. Ooh, Doomsy Command Doomderg. That must stand for something. I gotta find out. But yeah, it's really cool to see archetypes from like way back in the day just, you know, continue to get support. They get revamped. You know, different play styles come out. You know, never thought I'd see the day that MST gets its own archetype, let alone, you know, play on that it can negate cards when it's in the same chain. Ooh, Double Fusion. This card is interesting. I'm curious to see what people come up with this. So you pay 500 life points, fusion summon from hand or field, and then using that fusion summon monster with another fusion monster from your extra deck. So first thing that comes to mind is the hero cards, because like Shining Flame Wingman needs Flamed Wingman, and I think Sparkman to use. So I don't know if that actually works now that I think about it, but we got Vengeful Witch. But there's definitely some fusions that I'm not thinking about that, you know, maybe they become viable again. Ooh, for our Ultra, check that out. DDD Zero Doom Queen Machina. Machina? Yeah, Machina. These are two very good boxes. And let's jump to the next pack. We have RB, I believe that stands for Gauge, but GA10 Pile Bunker. The RB cards are pretty cool, but unfortunately, I just feel like they don't do enough. Like, it's a pretty linear deck. I don't know. I wish it was just better. It just doesn't put up enough of a board, in my opinion. But you know, I haven't really checked out the new cards yet, so maybe there's something there to explore. Ooh, a new secret. Doom Z, what was that? 12-0 Destrella? Let's take a look at that. Hopefully this is catching on camera fairly well. All right, so we got our 2 secrets, 3 ultras. We're looking for 1 more ultra at least. Ooh, Regenesis also got a new card, Overlord. Very cool. Kind of an underrated deck in my opinion. It's pretty simple, but very control-y. If it gets to a simplified game state, you're gonna have a tough time. Radiant Typhoon Megala. It looks like we got 5 more packs to go here. Another Radiant Typhoon Swen. Do we get lucky? Another Jaime. 3 more packs. Tyrant Ogre. Did we see this one before? I'm not sure if we did. Did Gokis get 2 new fusions? Another Doom 7. And last pack magic. Do we get extremely lucky here. I'm going to say no, because we seem like we've been blessed pretty far already. Another King Solomon. So not bad at all. I would say that's a pretty successful opening and a little bit of everything. Yeah, definitely two decent boxes. So once again, guys, check out JAF Comics. Take a look at their card list and pre-order these as soon as you can if you're interested. But we'll be back again with another 2 more boxes in a different video, and we'll see if we can beat this record. So catch you next time.